say good evening, Friday night masturbators and Saturday morning sluts.
Hey!
For tuning in to Brother Love Radio, your uncensored, uninhibited, one-stop shop talk radio featuring adult topics of pornographic nature. With no ill will, malice, or nefarious intentions, we speak liberally about pussy, cock, and on-camera fucking. If porn's your game, then Brother Love's your name. Stay glued to radio station WBKEVegasRadio.com and listen to your amazing host, 16-year pornographic veteran, and I can't even say this shit. It's just me, fucking Brother Love, and my fucking partner over here, Shahid Brown, who's holding the camera. Thank you very much. And my good friend, DJ Kid.
DJ Kid!
The connection between me and WBK. I owe you a lot, man. I don't know what I owe you, but when I say a lot, keep it relatively under the yarmulke.
Sexual favors for dinners.
What's similarity between reggaeton and dancehall is that they're both high tempo beats. It's more like, you club, stuff you play in the club and, girls like to shake their butts to and twerk with. Reggae is more like mellow, slow. I don't want to say romantic, but just slow tempo beat where it's like, something you just chill and listen in the car, like, at home with your girl. That's the difference between the both reggae and dancehall. But the artists, they like for example, Beanie Man or Kim Littles, they got music that fit for both. They got the slow, but then, they're also known like, the king of dancehall, Beanie Man.
Right.
He has more high tempo stuff that you play at the clubs. Girls go and twerk and.
How come so many Latinos love the reggaeton? And where are the dreads in the reggaeton?
See, reggaeton usually came out of Puerto Rico. So in Puerto Rico, I don't think you really see. There's a few. Actually, Tego got it on. He has dreads. He's probably the only one actually that has dreads. Other than that, everybody pretty boys and fades and just
clean all like you?
Yeah.
Clean like you, because you're looking pretty right now.
That's because I just got a haircut about 2 days ago. See me a week from now.
Yeah, you look young, man. You look really young, man. So
it take about a couple years out every time I get a haircut.
So now we know each other from a different vocation. Is that the right word? I'm not trying to be big with my words, but we have met on porn sets. We both work together in pornography.
Yes.
Aside from doing the DJ gigs.
Correct.
And can you tell me a little bit about your background in pornography and then your expectations this week of the AVN show?
Well, for me, I've been working with porn pros, and for over like now 2.5 years.
Right.
Started off first year, let's say the first 6 months as a assistant director, then I moved up to director.
Right.
Now I'm working with you.
Right.
People don't know that. So now I'm working with you. So it's cool. AVNs. It reminds me of, a big old high school reunion. People that you ain't seen in a while.
Right.
You run into, catch up.
I don't remember any of those people in my high school.
No porn stars came out of your high school?
I never had that girl I could have sex with like that.
Okay, so that's Shahid Brown, and he was hooking up the camera. Thank you very much. He just joined in the conversation, and he's pornographically deprived of...
You remember the song Angel is a Centerfold?
Yeah.
None of the people in my high school were centerfolds.
Nobody named Angel coming out of your high school?
And not anyone else. And once again, the show for me was not a reminiscence of high school, so you have to go into a really cool high school, actually.
Oh, man. Actually, I had a great time. Shout out to everybody who went to Venice High. My high school. If I could go back, that's probably one place I would go back.
Can you tell us a good pornographic scenario that happened to you during your Venice high school times?
He's trying to get me in trouble.
I am.
I just text me, told me, I need to speak up. So she's hearing this.
She's awake?
She's awake.
Okay. So I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to say it's my fault. Blame it on Brother Love. DJ Kid is innocent. I'm the asshole of the hour, at least for the next 2 hours anyway.
The technical difficulties might be caught by PBR.
Okay.
Oh, man.
That's Pabst Blue Ribbon, if you guys didn't get that.
Yeah, actually,
And,
I think mine's
you guys owe me some money, by the way, Pabst. That's $5,000 for that shout out.
Can we get a sponsorship?
Right. We're looking for Arrogant Bastard, by the way. We need a couple Magnums over here, and we need some blonde midgets dancing on the Magnums naked. We're looking for that. Okay, so you were talking about porno
Right.
in Venice Beach.
No, I went to Venice High. Oh, actually, yeah. That had happened.
See?
Right underneath the lifeguard tower.
Which one? Which number?
I don't remember, but I know it's if you go straight down Washington.
Okay.
It's like one of the first ones. Next, oh no, it was next to the basketball court.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was one of those towers. I don't remember what number it was.
Because now, if I'm mistaken, straight down Washington, there's like some weird bird sanctuary there. Like you
it's
get to
a
walk
pier.
around there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a pier right there. Actually, that's where everybody goes fishing.
Okay.
If you go in the right season, you can actually get some nice sized lobsters.
So I'm just gonna say that there's some DJ Kid DNA somewhere at that pier at the end of Washington.
Oh man.
Shahid, do you have DNA in Venice Beach?
I don't have any DNA that you're gonna find.
Well, not in Venice Beach.
No, not on Venice Beach.
Okay.
Mine, you know,
Which beach then?
every other beach. If you, so I'm from Santa Clara. So if you go to the Northern Cal side, you can hang out in Santa Clara, Santa Cruz. I think those areas, the stomping grounds are pretty hot up in Northern Cal.
Now I don't want to hit home here, but we're just gonna start off really like blunt, and I love you. If I just get an ass whipping after this, then so be it. But now you come from the home of the world's #1 tranny. Is that right?
Uh-oh.
I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying we don't need to name names, but is that correct?
So at San Jose State City College, it is the home of.
We gotta say it because that's honest.
It's the home of Bruce Jenner. I grew up going to the Bruce Jenner Classic at least once a year. One of the biggest track meets in all of the, I want to say the country, but definitely California, and where you get to really test your mettle and see where you kind of fare against all the other people. Just an amazing event. But to see Bruce Jenner there now, how does that happen? I'm totally confused.
So, I actually wanted to get that costume that came out this year, both costumes. The Bruce Jenner one, is it Caitlyn or Caitlyn or something like that?
Something like
they
that,
were
yeah,
selling
Caitlyn.
those at the Halloween store.
For you to wear?
Yeah, and
then you're gonna have your.
that's the end of that.
Who's gonna be Bruce?
I hadn't thought that deep on it.
Maybe Ashley, you could be Channing Tatum.
There you go. So anyway, we're back. We're going back. We're gonna get back on track here. We're gonna get back on track with the AVN 2016, and I'm gonna do a lot of name. What is it when you just talk about people that like Alexis Adams was there. We got to hang out with Bobby Beefcakes. One of our co-directors from Porn Pros was there, Matt Dreads. Obviously, DJ Kid is sitting across the whatever this thing is. This piece.
The studio, in the studio.
Studio with me. See, I'm learning my lingo right now. We're hanging out with the porn star Brooke Wild last night, who has great big natural boobies, and is just one of the coolest fucking chicks in porn right now. I got to give hugs to my good friend Leroy Myers from woodrocket.com. James Dean was in the house. We got a good hug going on there. Mr. Pete, who I've known for years, was hanging out. We got a couple new kids that were at the Circle Bar last night at the Hard Rock Hotel. Jocelyn Kelly, shout out to her, and Tiffany Watson. We threw down a selfie, a group selfie last night, which was awesome. My friend JC, Tommy Gunn was there, J-Mac, Bambino, a couple behind-the-scenes people that push DVDs, Megan Val and Nate, they were hanging out, makeup artist Rosalinda, and then people I saw from far but didn't get a chance to shake hands with. Steve Holmes was here from Europe, Mark Wood, and then a very, very pretty and beautiful Ariana Marie was running around. I think somewhere in there, Michelle Taylor came in and jumped on us. And she got quickly booted out, I think, because she was wearing that nightie with the G-string, and her being 18 was kind of red flagging it.
Ooh.
So I'm just saying to Michelle Taylor, hot, maybe too hot for the Hard Rock Cafe.
Never too hot.
Okay, so That's
Who was
it.
your favorite out of your group out of everybody you saw, Daniel?
Well, first of
touched
all,
you?
everybody that I named is priority on my favorites list. Okay, because I don't like to name people that I don't really care for. But I really like Brooke Wild.
Sweet.
As if we're talking about porn stars,
With
Brooke
the head
Wild
screwed
is
on.
just so damn cool. And if she didn't like dick so much, she does like dick, and that's honest. And she does like putting penises in her mouth. She actually has that girlfriend heart, but her desire for cock would make the average man jealous. I'm just saying. So shout out to Brooke Wild, because we love you, Porn Pros loves you, and we can't wait to shoot you again. Shaw.
Who's your favorite, Shaw?
I mean, there's too many people. I probably wouldn't take someone from the industry because Vegas is so hot in itself. But what I thought was fly was when you meet someone like Brooke Wild and you have an image of what they would be, and then you get to talk to them, you see them in real person, you see what their bodies are like, it blows your mind. Blew something else, but it blew my mind.
So you said some things very interesting to me last night, Shaw. You know, because you have a lot of a background in porno as well, but your background is post stuff, post editing,
Yeah.
photo manipulation, and so forth. And you said it was your first time on the floor at AVN experiencing these
First
people live.
time I was a virgin on the floor.
And so these people were looking larger than life to you last night, or smaller than life, or.
I definitely feel like everyone looked like a star. There was the girl remember the girl that came with the black dress and the laces, and you were like, that's Eva?
Evangelina, yes.
And she looked like a goddess.
Right.
And when she came through, I don't know how, there's so many sexy people. You deal with all these sexy people. And when a sexier person comes out, it blows your mind.
Yeah. Yeah, and Eva Angelina, she started right when she was 18. She's a full-blown woman. She's sexy. She knows how to take care of herself, and that's like a learning curve for some of the young ladies who, are kind of fresh off the bus. So when they get in like her, 10-year veteran, yeah, Eva Angelina looked hot last night.
Yeah, she part of the crowd.
Shooting porn about 5 days a week right now. It always varies,
Right.
Every week, and also, so it's people think it's easy. It's really not. You got a lot of things to do before every set.
If I had asked you, is pimping easy, Ashley?
No, pimping is not easy.
Pimping is not easily, says Ashley.
No, it's not. So today was a very typical day on my set. Ashley was working on a different set. Were you on a different set today?
Yeah, I was actually shooting
Yeah.
with Bobby Beefcakes,
Beefcakes, okay.
doing the casting couch.
Okay.
Then from there, just went home, took a shower, got ready, and went to the AVNs, and now I'm here on the show with you.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much.
Brother Love Radio.
Who was on that casting couch, can I ask?
Oh man, it was a new girl. I don't remember her name, to be honest with you.
Give her a description. Tell them, the people out there need to know
She
what
was-
she looks like. Tell
she
us
was
what
like-
she said.
She was like, I think she was 18. She's probably like, looked like 4H, little girl,
Okay.
black hair. She had glasses, skinny, petite, nice little titties,
Okay.
and a little booty with her. Yeah, I want to say Farrah something was her. I don't remember her last name. Let me actually could check that out right now.
I don't want to do no spoilers or nothing, I just want to know, for the people out there who are listening so that they can get the sound candy of what would happen.
Oh, it was Farrah Valentine. That was her name.
Okay, so the casting though, what DJ Kid is talking about is basically like a casting couch scenario, and this is castingcouchx.com, which is Bobby Beefcake's one of his main sites that he does. It's exclusively him. They blur him out. He's the voice behind the website, and
They only shoot on that website once. Do you shoot there? You won't see them because they're literally like brand new every time you have to be new to be on that site.
So it exposes you. That's a chance to get you in the game.
Right.
Correct. It's pretty much a test to get in all the other websites that, like Brother Love said earlier, like the passion, and they shoot most of it, and etc.
You know, and then, you know, I'm just going to give a shout out to a few people because it was a busy week. I think it was a busy week for every single one of us over in the Porn Pros house.
Correct. I think every director had like shot the whole week, Monday, Friday.
So I'm gonna start with Monday. I'm gonna go back to Monday because Monday was an interesting day for me. It was a boyfriend-girlfriend type of situation. They had hooked up before, which sometimes doesn't work. They performed very good for me. I had a young gal named Gia Page, whose butt is just ridiculous.
Yes.
Like, first of all, it's been ass week for my sets.
Yes.
I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I can't believe the butts that are kind of. And let me try to describe to butt fans why I believe that it was quality ass week in the Porn Pro set. Okay. A lot of things define quality ass. First of all, curves, jiggle, squeezability. The butt has to kind of round off with hips, legitimate female hips. We're talking about 18-year-old girls with female hips, which is you got the baby face with fucking
grown body,
plentiful booty. Damn. I told G, I said I could probably live in your ass. If I was your boyfriend, I probably wouldn't get out of the ass ever. Okay. I can't even describe how good that butt was. So
It sounds like an apartment ass.
Because let me tell you something. I shot good butts all week. He shot good butts all week. Her butt was stupid. It was like an extra inch round, like an extra slow motion. Ride the wave.
That would've been nice.
That's like a longboard surf, like woo in the butt. But I also want to give a shout out to the male performer because a lot of the time we overlook the male performers. A new guy on set with a new crew, stayed hard the whole time, was honest about his situation. We put him in odd positions, came through, did a good job. We all went home on time, no hiccups. As far as the director and the behind the scenes guy, which I am and DJ Kid is as well, we really appreciate quality male talent. They're the unsung hero of all porn. And you know what? Fuck you to all shitty male talent. It ain't a job for everybody. If you think you could do it, bullshit. Okay? Tuesday night, Adriana Chechik.
Man, shout out to her.
J-Man, I can't talk about this project because it's brand new, but I'm going to talk about those things that happen. We're talking about real porn stars, not talking about young kids. Gia Page with a beautiful butt. We're talking legitimate anal queen porn stars. In the ass, 4 hours with a fucking stallion.
Yeah, and Adriana actually got nominated this year for the AVN award.
She had like 13 nominations, so not only is she as cool as fuck.
For the best actor of the year, I think.
Super cool.
Best talent.
And just like, if the on switch is on, it's as dirty as it gets with Adriana Chechik.
Speechless.
Okay, so you were on that set, right?
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So what's the difference between watching amateurs fucking pros?
Okay. Amateurs, you gotta baby them step by step.
Yes.
Like sometimes you gotta pose just like you gotta pose for the girl so she can understand what you're trying to say. That kind of make you feel kind of
feminine.
There you go. I didn't really want to say the word, but yes.
When you have to arch your ass to show an 18-year-old girl how to arch her ass. Yes.
Okay. So that's a pain in the butt.
It is.
All right. Compared to now the pros, all you have to do is just hold the camera and just press the button. They already know what to do. You just tell them, doggy. They know how to arc. They know how to turn. They know how to where the hair needs to be located. You know, tell them every position they already know what to do. Pretty much you just holding the camera, make sure the light's right, and just push the button.
Yeah.
And Adriana's one of them chicks that you just, regardless if you would first scene ever shot or you've been in the game for years like Brother Love, with hers, guarantee you're gonna get a great scene.
She makes you look good, huh?
She makes everybody look good. She gives you 100% every time she shoots.
Right.
100% sounds nice.
Man, when these young girls, oh man, they're two divas. They're little divas, man. It's like you just brand new. Like, come on.
It sounds like they're inexperienced to the situation, what happens on set, so they just have to get up to speed.
Correct.
How do you get them up to speed, Ashley?
Tell them to start fucking a lot.
Whoa!
Yeah, that's you know.
That's the
it's
only
right.
way you can
That's
do
right.
it. If you girl, if you're not expert in cowgirl, how can you put yourself into that situation and become a great cowgirl rider?
Cowgirl, it meaning girl on top position.
You just gotta fuck a lot and ride a lot of dick. I mean, you play basketball, you want to be a great shooter, you gotta shoot 100. You gotta shoot.
That's right.
You know, how you gonna be a shooter if you like to pass all the time? Same way, you gotta practice how to ride or practice how to whatever position you struggling on.
So it's amusing, and I know you used to do this as a director too. When you get a new girl that's cocky, okay, and the new girls like DJ Kid pointed out, they are all very cocky. And I you know, I've been in the business a long time, 15, 16, maybe even going on 17 years. And I know where these young girls are coming from. You're talking about a beautiful young girl who's probably the only one or two girls who was beautiful in her town or in her high school, so she got all the attention. She's not understanding the big picture where, guess what, every other girl was that same girl too. Okay? So to the producers who've been in the business forever, us old farts, it's like you're nothing new to us. You're another way to pay you a good amount of money so that masturbators can have something new to masturbate to, which is the nature of the business. So these girls come in thinking their shit don't stink. Most of them actually are very damn cool and humble, but the cocky ones, you fuck with them. And when I say fuck with them, they actually pointed out the cowgirl position. The cowgirl position is girl on top. If you people at home, you think, okay, that's fun, the girl just rides me, cool, blah, 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 blah. But I got a camera and I got to show you guys, the audience, where the penis and the vagina meet. So they're fucking in unnatural positions because they got to open up for the camera. So when they're opening up for the camera, that means they don't get to ride and snuggle and grind and kiss and grope and sweat on each other. They got to lean back, open up, get into a squatting position, and go up and down on the cock.
So,
Okay?
when you say open up, what do you mean?
The leg got to be open,
Oh,
not closed,
Ah.
and I have to be able to see that his cock is in the vagina. Otherwise, we're watching Cinemax or Showtime late night softcore porno. Okay, we're selling XXX.
Okay.
And they gotta be on their feet.
Yes, and so when they're on their feet doing the squatting position, you fuck with them by extending the amount of time that they must be on their squat fucking. And in about 30 seconds, these 18-year-old girls collapse because their thigh muscles are burnt to shit, and they're leaning on the left hand, they're leaning on the right hand, their head's up here. They're looking at the fucking buzzer. When's this shit gonna be over? And you're just like, never, bitch. Because your shit was running your fucking mouth. You're gonna be here forever. So, if you're 18 and you're gonna be in porn, learn how to ride before you fucking run your mouth. That's what basically DJ Kid is talking about.
Yes, sir.
Cool. So, with that, I do want to give a what I consider a general announcement, and that is that my show, The Brother Love Radio, is aired live every Saturday morning,
Saturday,
2 to 4 a.m.
2 to 4.
on the world's greatest internet radio, WBKE, VegasRadio.com. And don't forget to check in with my good friend DJ Kid, who's the host of Island Vibes, live every Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. His show features the best reggaeton and dancehall beats from all over the world. Make sure you guys check that out.
Kid in the house.
I want to, talk about the unsung hero, the guys in the business for a couple minutes, then we're going to get back to the young ladies and the MILFs and so forth. So, as post guys, Fat White Prince,
Yes, sir.
Rowdy John, and Shaheed Brown. And then also, on the front line, DJ Kid.
Yep.
I really wanted to break this down for the fans because they may not understand the value of the male performer and also the female that puts up with the shit, which to me, a good performer really likes this. Can you guys describe the difference between gonzo sex and romance sex? And, a lot of the times, like, for example, you'll get a male performer who's kind of pigeonholed into one or the other. And I feel like any performer, female or male, plays all sorts of characters. Really, when you go to the job on a day-to-day basis as a performer, you are role-playing a character. But the physical act is different. So Gonzo versus romance, that's the topic of the hour. If you guys want to chime in at home, call me up. We're at the station 1702-601-7330. Hit us up. My boy, I've got to get used to this. Rowdy John, the fat white prince, will screen you. If you're a dickhead, he's going to hang up. If you're cool and you want to actually shoot the shit, hang out with us.
And you pick his name. You pick what you want to call him.
All right, so on the front line, let's talk with GJ Kid first. Gonzo versus romance.
All right, romance. Start with romance. Romance is more like, it would be like me and my lady, like couples. You know, nice, passionate, like we want each other.
Oh.
So straight Valentine type of sex.
Oh.
All right, or like makeup sex.
Ro-
All right, anyway, we can being honest. All right. Now Gonzo's more. It's a lot faster. It's more like, it's a little, I don't want to say hardcore, but it's just everything tempo is just higher than romance sex. You know, in Gonzo style, it's pretty much, you don't cut as much as romance as the way we shoot it, Bro shoot it. It's more consistent. So you just tell them the positions and they'll move to it. And we follow them. Compared to Passion Sis, we kind of, there's more cuts and we kind of tell them how we want them to do it passionately. You know, that's kind of the difference between the Gonzo and Passion Sex to me.
Don't look at me like we're about to have sex.
Nah, I thought you was gonna say something. So.
No, I'm gonna say nothing. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to learn.
Alright.
I'm trying to learn, man.
So that's the difference between Gonzo and to me and Passion Sex. We move around them. Passionate, they move for us.
Which one do you like to shoot better?
I actually like shooting. I don't mind shooting both. It all depends on really who are the two performers.
What mood you're in that day, actually?
No, not really the mood. It really depends on the performers. You know what I mean? Because like for example, like we talk about Adriana.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing either or. You know, she's down to do either or.
Right.
And it would be fun to do either or. But for some that you know, like, oh man, we gotta deal with her again, then I'd rather do Gonzo. It's just a lot. It's faster. It's less time consuming. So that means you get to kick her out as fast as you can. Yeah.
You know, I'm going to pick that up at the end of this conversation, but let me talk to you, Shahid, and you as well, Rowdy John.
Rowdy John.
When the scenes are in the can and hitting post-productions, what do you guys like to work on? I mean, does it matter to you guys?
Well, that really depends. If you're looking for something that will either get you hard or will make your work easy. I find that if you play your little passion porn,
Go on, do that again, baby. Go on. Do that again.
I guess I'm on air now, right?
Is he on?
At this,
5, okay.
all right. Am I on now? I've been a ghost up to this point. So far, they've been talking about Fat White John. Oh, I think that's my new name. I think I'm Fat White John. All right, cool. So they've been talking about Fat White John, and I haven't even been here. So what's up, guys? I'm Fat White John. Nice to meet you.
Ghost John.
Ghost John.
I
here,
still
I'm
say
ghosted.
Rowdy John. I don't want to play goon. Fat White John.
Come on, man. You gotta get on board.
You're not fat, you're not white, and your name's not even John.
This is all facts, but this is also all lies. So that's fair. We're gonna move on from it. So between romantic porn and Gonzo porn, I mean, to me, romantic porn is simple. It's already shot well. You get the angles you want. My job's real easy. You give me Gonzo porn, there might be a little bit more work, but I'll probably enjoy watching it a lot more because at least I'm watching two people fuck for real rather than just striking a pose. That's just my take on it. I don't know. I mean, this is coming from looking at my computer all day. It's a whole different story behind that camera, I'm sure, brother love.
What do you like to jerk to?
Oh, Gonzo, absolutely. I couldn't, dude. I could never jerk to Passion HD. I'm sorry. I don't think I ever have. I don't think I ever will. It just is what it is.
Now,
There's some girls on there that are so luscious. I can't even stop.
I mean, yeah, it's good eye candy, but
Are there exceptions to the rule?
they gotta fuck nasty. They still gotta fuck nasty. They don't fuck nasty in romantic porn. I'm sorry.
And that's what it comes in. I guess for everybody, it's either you're more of a straight arrow
Or bent cock.
or a bent arrow. You're either Robin Hood or you're Little John.
Is that long and skinny?
Is that Longshanks?
I don't know. Gonzo versus romance is the topic. And Gonzo, by the way, is exactly what the young girls want to come in and do. That, in theory, right? So you got the young girl that we were talking about earlier, the 18-year-old girl who doesn't really know how to perform, because she doesn't really have a lot of experience. She's watched some shit. She was talked into the business by somebody. And then she's like, okay, I'm ready to fuck for X amount of dollars. And that's really what Gonzo is. And so Gonzo, basically, in a nutshell, is the male performer is the lead, like in a dance, okay? And the male performer and the director or camera guy is really like in sync. And a good male performer, as DJ Kid was pointing out, is a performer that recognizes where the camera is, one, where the light is coming from, and where the best angle for, you know, the money shot is, the open shot. And so it really lasts about 30 minutes. You know, because you get enough footage to cut a 20-minute scene, and if the male performer's on top of it, you don't have to cut shit, because he gave you the dance.
Correct.
And a good girl, not even a good girl, a lazy girl, could follow that, because he's fucking her.
A
And he's
lazy,
putting her,
filthy girl.
and he's the puppeteer, putting her in those positions. Now, no matter what site you're looking at, or whatever DVD you are, they're selling you a fantasy. You know, that's the first 2 minutes of the scene. Whatever, daddy fucked me, or my uncle dicked me down, or fucking two sisters having it. I don't know why I'm on that taboo from the 80s incest shit right now. But, you know, that's with the seller, because we all know what's going to happen in the second half of the sex, right? People are going to fuck, okay? And so Gonzo versus romance is where, you know, the guy's slapping her in the face, maybe there's some spitting going on, maybe there's some choking, some a hair pulling and some spanking.
More physical.
And, you know, that's designed for people like
Fat White John.
Fat White John,
Yes, sir.
you know, a true pervert who's just above the rest of the people who are like kind of, you know, mainstream people who are like, still into kissing and there's nothing wrong with that, because that's why we shoot romance. And romance actually, to be honest with you, is a bigger seller at the moment. There's like kind of like 50-50, you know. And
Depends on what
romance
you feel like watching.
is all about kissing and cuddling and necking and stuff. You still have to provide an open shot to prove that they're fucking, but it's very pretty. So, moving on from that, which is our next topic of the show, which is what we all want to get to, is the quality of the video that you're watching, whether it is Gonzo or romance. Because, fuck dude, we spend a shit ton of money on locations, cameras, girls and guys,
Room
etc.
service.
We got a beer just flying in. And so, what's fucked up about the internet, which is where we all masturbate recently, is that you do not get the full quality of what the fuck we're doing. And we're giving you 4K quality shit.
Correct.
Because I'm telling you for a fact, I got the best motherfucking camera in my hand. And maybe you post guys can tell us what's
And
happening.
the lenses.
You know, and the lenses are sweet as fuck. But the quality is diminished through the post-production for the purposes of the internet. And maybe Shahid, you could hit on why that is, you know, but I do believe that there is a real value in owning a DVD, because, man, you could put that fucking 4K DVD up on your 72-inch screen, your 100-inch screen, whatever, and get seriously good quality, you know, vagina wrinkles, nipples, and shit like that, where you can't get maybe online. Tell me about that.
So when I see Mia Khalifa, I want to see the nipples. I want to see the roundness. I want to see the sweat on the boob. I want to see the
Boob's
glisten.
like, yeah.
I want to see the glisten of the light bouncing off her titties, bouncing off her ass. I want to see some real detail. We all grew up in a movie culture where we're surrounded by high def, 1080, blah, 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 4K. So, I do not like to go blind watching computer porn because the pixelation's so crappy. So sometimes I think everyone out there should at least have 2 DVDs so that when you need your quality time and you need to see your Mia Khalifas,
Brandy Loves.
Diamond Jackson.
All of them.
all of them, you want to see them in the crystal clarity, skin diamonds.
Yes, please.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Come on, come on, give me some, I want to throw out some names, I want to show some people I love them, but I don't want anybody to come and think I really love them. I just want to make love to you.
Very good. So that's where, I'm going to be, you got to go to thebrotherlove.com, check out the blog, go on the Brother Love store, get yourself a DVD, $19.99, minimum 5 scenes in 4K quality.
The director in the future, if you are listening to this, this is actually this is a guy that you maybe want to look and follow what you see on these videos, because to be 15 years in the game doing
15.
this, it's not easy. I've been two and a half years in this game, and I'm still learning, and I'm probably gonna keep learning. This guy,
I'm probably going to.
He's passionate. I mean, this dude that I know, that he's passionate in his job and what he does. He's a perfectionist. So if you're trying to learn how to be a photographer, look at his images too that are on this blog as well. Also, you can also find some on his Twitter, that the blog that is a link where that would send you to, so you can see them as well. And also have his DVDs, that actually have directed by Brother Love, that people don't, not gonna say, now DVDs and days, they don't even put directors' names on them.
Right.
So for him to still have one in the years in, he's real respected in the game, in this industry. So if you really want to become a good director or photographer, go to his blog and check his stuff out first. And click on the links, all the links, because every site and every scene is different. You never do the same thing twice.
Thank you for the love, you guys. I appreciate that. I have been in the business a long time, and sometimes I feel like a fossil, and I'm the Jurassic guy on set, and maybe I am, but porn is going to be the same whether I'm here or I'm not. And the job of a real pornographer is to take one of these young people and make them better than what they are. And if you see a pretty girl and she's a pretty girl because you're a fan of hers, and somebody shot her and she looks fucked up, that's an asshole. That's somebody who's writing his checks home or her checks home and is trying to get by the day, pulling a trigger, don't know how to use a camera, doesn't take the time to make sure that kid looks her best, and that's what we do. When Shaw said something here real quick about Gonzo and fucking and learning something about the role-playing aspect of things. That's a big deal with the marriage counseling thing. If you look or read or any of these books that at Barnes and Nobles and whatnot, a lot of the big deal with couples staying together is the role-playing aspect, learning how to keep the shit fresh. So there's a lot of things you guys can learn from the porno business, picking up a scenario, learning how to do this, learning how to do that. And the thing with the Gonzo and the romance, to be honest with you, it's really one and the same, because if you talk to any of these girls, if you talk to any of these guys, if you've lived life just a little bit, sex depends on your mood. If you got a boner at 4 o'clock in the morning, but you really don't feel like fucking, you just
Go see the cat.
and you just kind of figure out how to get in there, weasel your way in through like some sort of slow spoon position, and you get your nut off, and you find that your woman's pushing her butt against your dick, and then it's done. That's it. It's just one position, a little nut, 4 a.m. in the morning, and you bust a nut. She's cool. She's content. She loves the fact that you came in her pussy. It's just oozing through the morning, and you guys go about your way. But you know what? To be honest with you, and I think this is the biggest probably one of the biggest downfalls of where we are at sexually in the American society.
A travesty.
It is a travesty. The travesty is the Gonzo thing that people think, oh my God, he slapped her across the face. You know, or he spit on her, or he pulled her hair, or she spanked him. Or he spanked her, or there's some choking involved. You know, girls like to get fucked, okay? And you can't just always kiss the girl if she's in a bad mood. She may want you to smash that pussy, okay? And that's where the difference between, you know, a lovemaking session, and you can call it gonzo or hardcore, or whatever you want to coin it. But the truth is, if you don't know how to fuck your girlfriend for the fuck value,
Don't get mad on the next man.
you know, because we're just getting off the blocks, you know, I do want to make sure that you guys stay tuned to WBKEVegasRadio.com for all of the DJs that are here. You know,
WBKE.
not just me, not just my good friend DJ Kid sitting across the way from me. But yeah, hang out. This is a great station. It's blowing up all over the place. Check me out, Brother Love Radio, at 2 to 4 a.m. on Saturdays. And you're going to get all sorts of porno from me. But the show itself, we're looking for advertisers. We're looking for guests. We're looking for a variety of people to hang out. We want women. We want men. Sexually open. And really uninhibited, I think, is that the word?
How can you help someone else achieve satisfaction? How can you teach somebody something about sex? How can you share your knowledge and grow our community so that we're smarter, so that we don't hurt each other in really abusive ways? This show's about knowledge, you know, and it's about how do we become better lovers of each other.
You know, that's beautiful. That's a good thing. And you know what? We're going to...
Quick sec.
Go ahead, DJ Kid.
Also, if you guys are interested in joining the industry, call in. You know, we're always looking for...
Call my house. You call 818-555.
No, call in.
The Shahid Brown training session.
Yeah.
Boot camp.
You know, a lot of people don't know how to get in.
Right.
It's not like you go
That's
into
right.
an office and you fill out an application and now I'm a porn star. No, it doesn't work that way. So I know a lot of people are actually trying to get in the industry, but don't know how. Give us a call. We'll help you out.
Yo, send us news on Twitter. Come on, like tweet us some nudes. You wanna get in? Show us your shit. Come on now. And Brother Love XXX.
For male talents, female talents, we're always looking for them.
Right.
So if you interested, call in. Send us a DM on Brothers Love Twitter.
Yep.
That's Brother Love XXX.
Yes, right. Thank you.
No, Instagram ban you, huh?
Hey, hey,
no, hold on.
Hey!
That's good though, because that's real, because
We're going to talk about Instagram for a second?
I'm being very sensitive.
Lay it on the line.
You know what? I'm going to use a very beautiful woman in the business's verbiage, words towards Instagram, and my good friend Keisha Gray likes to say Insta-lame.
Insta-lame.
So Insta-lame
Okay.
did shut me down.
Yo, he had the
Okay?
ridiculous photos there, man, and they were.
I put a lot of effort into a lot of shit, and I put a lot of beautiful girls up. Shit was as softcore as it's gonna be.
And that's for you people.
And you know, I was using the Instagram to say, hey, this is what I'm doing. This wasn't like, I wasn't pushing porno, I was pushing beauty and the art of the female body. Because that's what we get, that's what we start with. Showcasing the beauty of this person, this female, in front of the camera, and then trying to sell her and promote her and her career. And so, you know, I took the time to label it, created like a magazine thing, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you know, I got booted, and I'm like, fuck, at about 7,000. You know, for a guy, that's hard to do. You know, I'm not doing the Justin Bieber thing. I don't got 50,000 million.
That's it. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow you're going to have
tomorrow.
that. Tomorrow you're going to have that.
You know, but I was up at about 7,000. They shut me down, and I'm like, God damn it. Some of the ladies that I know, I just want to say, this is my beef and my bitch with Insta-Lame. Some of the ladies that I know that exceed 300 to 400 to 500,000 followers on Instagram are constantly wearing thong G-strings at the fucking gym, bent the fuck over, ass spreads, fucking spokes showing. When I talk about spokes, I'm talking about anuses. And you know what? I'm crying. This is my soft spot. This is not a fucking gender favored and fucking social media. So
Yeah, it sounds like you're booing because you're not able to put you're not able to put your thong pictures up.
yeah, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna open up a second Insta Lane. In addition to the Brother Love Radio one that I just put up,
We're gonna do open gram and
it's
stuff.
just gonna be a portion of my hairy sphincter. Smokes and a fucking. And I'm gonna say this because I want the endorsement. I want the Calvin Klein thong. And I'm gonna get that shit, and I'm gonna start going to the gym, doing the bend over, getting my fucking wide angle lens on the fucking iPhone, and start tweeting from the gym. And let's see how long. If I stay up to get 300,000, I'll know instantly that Insta Lame is a lot more perverted than the softcore images I was putting up.
So you're gonna become Marky Knot.
Now, see, I don't know who that is.
I went Marky Mark, but I went Marky Knot for Calvin Klein thong.
Got it.
Butthole
Okay,
underwear.
you're talking about 3 decades ago.
I'm going a little. I'm going.
And I would know that.
So
because
Marky
we're
Mark
old.
would know it.
Yeah, maybe Ted would too. But
If you know who Marky Mark is, throw up your hands.
no. Okay, cool. Yeah, that makes me officially old. Thank you for not filming that. Oh shit. You were filming that. Okay, so listen. We were talking about things to come. These are a few things that we need on the Brother Love Radio. These are very important. You know, DJ Kid can't be here all the time, which is sad. It breaks my heart. But
I'm gonna try though.
I appreciate
Because
that.
you know what, you came to my show. You know, I invited you, and you committed to actually coming for like what 4 shows?
8 years. We did your show for 8 years.
Well, first of all, I really like your show. I love your show, and I really hope there's some success with that because I do know that you have some plans with that show.
Yeah,
Maybe you could share that right now because I think you're trying to explode on some of the Vegas scene with your style of music.
Yeah, and actually, February 27th, Las Vegas having this called Taste of Caribbean.
Caribbean Fest.
So I would be DJing there. Actually, would be I think the only DJ from this radio station.
The only DJ from America.
So you're talking the best DJ that night.
Yeah, well, a few other from Arizona that I have no idea who they are. But, you know, it's free.
Okay.
So you don't have to pay for it. It's going to be at the Art District. It's going to be at 1047 South Main Street. You know, it's free. You know, you're also going to have food from Puerto Rico, Barbados, Dominican Republic, Jamaican, Belizean, Colombian.
Do you have a favorite from the Caribbean?
I've never been to any of these places, but I do want to try, I really want to go to Jamaica. And my dad actually got some good stories.
You're not hearing me, Ashley.
I'll say that again.
DJ Kid.
So I don't know anybody's name right now. I don't know who you're supposed to be. I don't know if you're supposed to be Superman or Batman right now. I'm asking you where, or if you had to pick the Caribbean, what part of the Caribbean do you think is the sexiest?
I'm gonna have to go with my Jamaican ladies.
Cha 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 cha.
My Jamaican ladies. Nice, round, and thick.
I'm home. I get hit up. Homegirl's in town, got a room at the South Point. So she's like, come hang. Let's go watch this Beatles love show. All right, whatever. We just gonna hang out. You know?
Nonchalant.
Yes, sir. We show up. We chill, watch the show, go to SLS, have some drinks, head back to the South Point. Still at this point, I'm like, you know, whatever. We're just kicking it. Smoke a little joint. Before you know it, handling things. I actually had to go in and shoot that motherfucking same day at 8 in the morning. So I ended up staying at the South Point with homegirl. Did our thing, slept out, woke up, banged out, showered up, and I had her at the airport by 6:30 in the morning. And I went straight over to the fucking office and shot again.
I'm gonna Google every registry at the South Point to find out every body
What's
that's
crazy, what's crazy is that he's speaking registry, right? Homegirl's pregnant, but not for me. Let's just be real.
Is she pregnant now?
Let's get this shit clear.
She's pregnant now?
Yeah, I've been seeing some posts and shit. She's still on my Facebook, you know. She's back in still Florida and Mexico, back and forth.
Okay.
But I know her, or don't know her dude, but I know who she's pregnant by, and it ain't me.
It's not me
That
either.
motherfucking kid's gonna be amazing. He's gonna come out glowing. You know what I'm saying? So if he comes out glowing, then it might be mine.
Oh, yeah, fine.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, that was one of my cool ass adventures, and it was cool as shit because the very first night that we met up there, I kind of was scared because you got people from the company hitting her up, like the big bosses, you know, like, hey, what's cracking or whatever. And I'm sitting there watching all this shit, hearing all these texts, and she's like, you know, so I'm kind of paranoid because, like, they might come over and I'm sitting in this bitch's room fucking.
You're in the pussy.
Right?
You're in the
So
pussy and then they come
hey,
over.
right? So
You're
I
fucking company
the first
property.
day, the first day, the
what's up with
first
that?
day,
Huh?
because of the way that they work over there, I bitched out. Like, I'm like, cool, we just hung out, and I was like, all right, gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But after that, man, like the next day, we actually ended up hanging out, having a good time, and you know, it went down. But it was cool shit, man. We still communicate, and she does her thing, I do mine, but we're still really good people. You know what I'm saying?
And you're currently shooting some adult stuff, is that right?
Yeah, some.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back into a little more mainstream where,
Okay.
you know, I feel like I belong creativity-wise,
Okay.
but a couple little videos, commercial shit here and there, but yeah, I any chance I get to shoot adult shit, I'm in it.
Who was better, her or you?
You know what? I thought, you know, she was good.
She was alright. She did it.
No, I probably, I was surprised that I could.
Were you ready for a contract after that?
I could take care of my own.
You were ready for a contract?
Did she shoot a scene that day that you hooked up with her?
Did she what?
She shoot a scene the same day that you hooked up with her?
No, the day before.
Day before?
It was the day before. It was
I was just...
marinating pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was marinated, then it was cooked, and then they washed off because it fell on the floor, and then they rinsed it, and then I got it, and I was like, okay, let me re-marinate that shit because you can't put it on the grill. Just
Wash,
it off.
rinse,
It
repeat.
took all the flavor
Yes,
off. You have to
sir.
put some flavor back on. You know what I'm saying?
Do you do like the flavor of cock on your pussy? Is that what you're kind of getting at?
Whoa!
I don't know nothing about that shit.
Whoa!
Aaron Roberts.
Talking about adding flavor. And
Okay.
like, you know,
He gets
it was
pussy
gone.
right after dick. I let them wash it, and then I get.
And you gotta think, nothing's gonna be sanctified by like the Pope. Everything's gonna have a little bit of smudge on it.
Yeah.
I've hit half the things in America. You know, every half the people in this room have hit half
Well, you know
the things
how.
in America.
Well, you know how motherfuckers are sitting
It's got
there
a
all the
smidge in
time,
it.
like, I gotta have a girl that ain't been with no motherfucker. But to be honest with you, man, anybody can say whatever the fuck, but even their girl's been with somebody else.
Uh-oh.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
about being grown and understanding that you all have been in your own little mix, in your own little world at your own time. But if you want to get down with this girl, you need to leave all that shit out the fucking way and live with this girl from here on out.
Oh, yeah. that's
You know what I'm
shit,
saying?
but, like, you
Because
know,
I can meet a girl that's been in porn. To me, I was raised Catholic by my mother. You know what I'm saying? My mother raised 3 boys by herself, raised as very strict, but humble, beautiful, loving souls.
They
You know what I'm
liked it.
saying? To me, I can't sit here and give a fuck about what the girl has done because I'll never be happy.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So I
preaching.
Bring it down.
I have to tell myself, what do I want? Happiness or to be miserable my whole life? Like, I'm gonna be with the girl that I love, but I talk shit to her all day, like you ain't shit because you suck other dudes' dicks.
Mm.
Come on, dude.
Yeah, but like, you know.
Like, you're with
you
the
eat a
bitch
peppermint
because she's
candy.
your girl. Like, let it go. How many pussies have you sucked before you sucked her
Yeah,
pussy?
dude.
Uh-oh.
It's like this.
You know what I'm saying?
No, speak on it, speak on it.
You can't get mad. You eat a peppermint candy, you know, a couple hours later, it's just breath might still smell like a peppermint candy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you
No
gotta-
double standard.
Hey,
No double standards.
She eats a dick.
If you gotta
Come
bite
on,
into
you know?
a York to lick that bitch's pussy, you shouldn't be licking that bitch's pussy. You know what I'm saying? If you got a Listerine before you go down the stream,
It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. So you're not talking about doing polluted trips. You're not talking about going to Sewer City. You're just saying make sure that you come somebody in this. There's 18 people in here. Somebody help me out.
And I'm not trying to sound picky or nothing because any bitch can get it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I don't flow down the gutter stream. You know.
But in the same, first of all, if everybody in the business has passed tests, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Everybody's
but
clean.
they still fail them though.
Who's clean?
I
Everybody's
tell you what, look. So
Sure.
I
Let's say that.
Look, I'm a nice guy. I'm gonna always say, hey, everybody's clean. He's politically correct. I'm such a nice guy. Passion, sex, blah blah blah. But no, I think everybody's clean. I don't know.
So I'll be real.
They wouldn't be doing it.
This is a conversation that I have with a lot of friends and a lot of family members, right? Because I get asked a lot. A lot of them know what I do for a living, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, do you mess with these girls? Do you?" Oh man, but they're like banging all these dudes. And I tell them straight up, at the end of the fucking day, I might prefer to mess with one of these girls in the industry because I know that they're tested and they're fucking clean.
Bingo.
I meet a bitch on the fucking daily on the outside. I don't know where the fuck she's been, what she's doing. So this girl could be fucking all these dudes on paper for paper, but at the same time, I know that she's clean. So I tell my brother and all his friends, say don't want to throw you out there, Danny, but he's a friend out here in Vegas. All his buddies, they love to go out and drink and party, and they deserve it, dude. They're heroes. They save fucking lives. Let them fucking drink their
Have all the pussy you need. Firefighters need all the pussy you need.
Plus, not that I need to say, but them motherfuckers get pussy more than us. I'll tell you that right now. Right?
So firefighters need to donate some pussy.
I tell them all the time, man. At the end of the fucking day, if I mess with one of these girls in the industry, I might be in better shape than messing with a girl anywhere else because I know that they're tested in their.
You mean you're not gonna go to Rotten Rebels and pick up some pussy over?
But you ever think?
No,
you ever think? When you're doing that, you're munching out at the end of the day that weird taste. It tastes so funny.
You know what? I don't munch out every day and on every pussy either. Sometimes I like to just get my dick sucked too. Just my dick sucked.
Okay,
There's appetizers.
Can I hear an Aaron Roberts sex story, because your sex story is going to be a little different than most.
You fall in love with every girl. I got hundreds of them, but
I think we're in for something here, folks.
Extra devious.
Okay. I got my most recent porn star.
Okay, yes.
Okay, well, I hooked up with this girl. It's like she was hooking basically. She was my buddy's
so you literally
girlfriend.
hooked up with this bitch.
Well, no, this is the prequel.
She was a trick.
The prequel?
Or the pre-story.
This is a Star Wars episode?
She was hooking. She was
Hooked by the hook.
She was my buddy's girlfriend, and I told her, man,
Isn't your buddy if she's your girlfriend?
So you was catfish and she was bait.
I told her, maybe you should get your girl on porn because it'll be a little safer and it pays more, and like they both agreed. So I gave her some numbers, some agents, and I've been helping her out throughout.
And you
her
can
career.
practice with my dick.
So it came to that, So a few months ago, there was a Adult Video Awards or movie, or what is it?
Xmas?
No, it was the movie thing.
It was a titty and pussy fest. Anyhow,
Yeah. Anyways, there's a movie fucking.
There's a movie in fucking.
it was a schmovie.
A film fest. That's what it was. It was a film fest, adult film fest, and so she had a booth, and she asked me for some help and stuff, and she started doing she started her free ones thing account.
Free's always good. Tastes way
And
better.
she wanted me to help her like edit some pictures and some video, and I'm like, hey, yeah, no problem. And then I'm like, need a dick, because I can help you.
I
With,
got a dick
I
pic.
can edit, I can shoot it, I can fucking
I can Photoshop it in your
it's
pictures.
full service here. Like we can just one-stop shop. And,
He said he photoshops his shit in all the time.
Well, because I don't shoot in 4K with that small, 1080p is such a smaller aspect ratio.
So that's why
I have to fucking make my dick a little smaller. If I was shooting like 4K.
It's so tremendous, I have to shoot it in IMAX.
Yeah.
John
So
Holt.
anyways, So yeah, she was like, cool, you know, and
The Google
I went to a-
goggles
went
are
to
the
a
only
booth
thing
and,
that can get them in full frame, 360. Right?
no. Well, yeah, I guess I probably could, yeah.
He said it's so big, it's bigger than flat Earth.
Yeah. So I,
It's 3D.
What he's trying to say is that his balls are in Pahrump weather and his head is in Michigan.
no, my balls might be hanging to my knee. I'm lucky we didn't do like stills where she stuck it on my balls because it'd be like she'd be down by my ankles and shit.
Okay, well,
It was warm that day.
Can you describe the girl? Can you describe the
we
girl?
gotta get
Oh,
a
yeah.
cast
And the
in.
fucking. I want to
So,
hear about
yeah.
the fucking.
Yeah,
So anyways, yeah.
That's what we wanted to get at.
She was like, yeah,
We don't
cool,
want
you
to know how you
Uh,
tricked her into the bed. We
she's
want
like,
to know
yeah.
how the fuck you gave it to her.
Yeah, I'll tell you that.